So one day, I just realized something. U.S. state borders kind of suck. So I want to try to fix that. I'm immediately going to get started going down to Florida. So if you look at Florida, you might notice something. There's this one top part that is a very low population compared to the lower portion. So I decided, let's just get rid of that. Florida doesn't need that. So what I'm going to do is just split it between Georgia and Alabama. There. And that's one border fixed. Next up, we're going to move on to Oklahoma. So it's probably pretty easy to notice. There's this panhandle here that I feel like is just very useless. So I'm just going to give it all to tech. I was deciding, should I give it to should I give all of it, the panhandle to Texas? Or should I just give this whole area up here, part of Texas, to Oklahoma? And I feel like it's pretty useless for Texas because Texas already has a bunch of land, so I'm just going to give it to Oklahoma. And next up, we got Arkansas. So there's actually a lot of problems with Arkansas. Why are all these random, little things sticking out from other states? So I'm just going to give it all to Arkansas. Right there. And right here. Now it's pretty much just like a square, except curved on that side. Alright, but Texas, I'm not done with you. Sorry, New Mexico, but I'm just gonna give, in return for Texas losing all that, I'm just gonna give it all of this part of New Mexico. Boom. So now it's basically the same size as it used to be, I think. Next up, I'm gonna move on to Wyoming. I feel like Wyoming and Colorado look too much like a square. So we're just gonna add them together to make the ultimate two squares. And I'll call it Wyoming. I don't know. CO plus WY. Colorado plus Wyoming. Next up, Nevada. So you might think there's nothing wrong with Nevada, but most of Nevada is pretty empty, except for the bottom part, like Las Vegas. So I'm just gonna put it as two different states. We'll leave that as Nevada, and then this will be South Nevada. And just find a random color, maybe over here. Boom. South Nevada and North Nevada. South Nevada probably has a similar population to North Nevada, to be honest, because of Las Vegas. Well, North Nevada is pretty unpopulated. Next up, we're gonna have to deal with Michigan. So I feel like Michigan shouldn't be split up into these two different parts. So I'm just gonna give this part all to Wisconsin, the northern peninsula. Now the cheese state is bigger. In Michigan, the bottom peninsula was a lot more populated and stuff anyway. Next up, New York. I feel like New York needs to split up into the Manhattan Island area and stuff, to be separated from New York. So this can just be New York City. Right here. And you should get NYC. Got New York City right there. Next up, we're gonna move on to Virginia. I want to add both Virginias together because I feel like we don't really need them two different states. So just... And I'm also going to give this part of Maryland to it, because I feel like Maryland doesn't need this part. Next up, let's just have the Carolinas together also, because I feel like they don't really need to be two separate states. And now all I gotta do is get rid of this north. And we just got Carolina. I think that's probably good. I think I've fixed up all the US state borders. So, if you want me to do this with Europe, make sure to like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.